Hello everybody, welcome to game number 76 in the Washington Nationals replay, game 2 of 3 in the Atlanta Braves series. The Nationals won the first game of the series behind great pitching by Stephen Strasburg as they won that game 6-1. And now in game 2 of the series, they will see if they can continue their hot streak. They've now won 4 in a row. Actually 5 in a row. Actually, no, I take that back. They won 3 against Arizona. So they won 7 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So they went from 38-30 to 45-30. So let's look at the standings. The Mets lost their game, so the Nationals now have a 2.5 game lead over the Mets. Philadelphia 9 back, Atlanta 10.5 back after losing to Washington. And of course, Miami way back. All right, let's look at the starting lineups and starting pitchers for today's game. First, for the Nationals, their starting pitcher is Anibal Sanchez, and he's had 13 starts on the season. He is 5-2 with a 3.46 ERA, 75 and a third innings pitched, 68 hits, 33 runs, 29 earned, 24 walks, 57 strikeouts. Starting pitcher for the Braves is Mike Foltynewicz, but we'll get to his numbers in the bottom of the first. Right now, looking at the Braves lineup, we've got Acuna in center, Swanson at short, Freeman at first, Donaldson at third, Markakis in right, Riley in left, Albies at second, Flowers catching, and Foltynewicz on the mound. Defensively for the Nationals, we have Soto in left, Robles in center, Eaton in right, Rendon at third, Turner at short, Dozier at second, Adams at first, Suzuki behind the plate, and of course he was the regularly scheduled catcher in this game. Last game, Yan Gomes got hit by a foul ball and had to leave the game. So it actually worked out pretty well that Suzuki is the catcher. The only thing I forgot to do is write in his defensive rating, so I need to do that real quick. He's a 2, 1, 6, and a +2. And then Sanchez's defensive rating, he's a 5 and a 12. Okay, so I think we're just about set to go. Got the dice going here. I do have the computer up so I can keep everything up to date and enter the game as I go along. Anibal Sanchez finishing up the warm-up tosses. Again, the way this little man cave thing is set up, the main light in the ceiling is to my left, and so the shadow from the dice tray is making a little bit of a shadow in the pitcher cards and the batter cards, but I think as I look through the phone, it looks like that is not causing that big of a problem, so we'll go ahead and go with it. Ronald Acuna will lead things off for the Braves. Acuna enters this game hitting .259, 22 homers, and 50 driven in. This game was played on Saturday night, June 22nd. Of course, I'm recording this on a Thursday afternoon. So, actually Thursday morning because I'm still drinking my coffee, but that's the beauty of posting it later. You can post it whenever you want, and you can watch it whenever you want. So, all right, game 2 of the 3-game series. Nationals on a 7-game winning streak, looking to keep it going. The Braves and Foltynewicz looking to do something totally different with that. And now as I'm doing stuff with my dice, jiggling those around, they got messed up, so I need to get another die to replace this one. That fell. So we need to get that in here. Sorry for the delay. Let's see. Yep, here we go. All right. We're good now. Minor snafu, but that's okay. We are ready to go. From Nationals Park, Acuna stepping in against Sanchez. 3-6, and that's a range play right off the bat. We go to Acuna for the range check. 4-1. That's a single to left, but it is a range play for Soto. He is a 3. 1-3, and Soto takes the hit away. And he does. So Soto ranging to his left makes the play, and Acuna's would-be single is no longer. Just going into the scorebook as a standard fly to left. 1 away. Brings up Dansby Swanson. He's hitting .239, 7 homers, and 29 driven in. Sanchez 4-2, strikeout chance, but 17 is too much. Go to Swanson, 1-6, that's a liner to third. Snagged by Rendon. 2 quick outs, and the main thing that's really, well, twofold really why the Nationals are winning. They're getting some runs scored, that's for sure, but they're also avoiding their bullpen. The starters have gone deep into games, and the bullpen has not had any stressful innings in quite a while. So that's usually a good sign when you can keep the Nationals bullpen out of your business. All right, here's Freddie Freeman. He had the lone run last game with the home run in the first inning. Can he do it again? He's 262, 14 homers, 40 driven in. 1-4, that's a blank to a lefty, so Freeman will get to swing. 5-1, he's going to fly to left, and that's going to be an easy inning for Anibal Sanchez. 1, 2, 3. Go the Braves in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Atlanta nothing, and Washington coming to bat. And we'll get the starting pitcher and lineups ready. Mike Foltynewicz for the Braves on the mound. And on the season replay through Replay Baseball, PC, he's made 10 starts. He's 4-3 with a 3.43 ERA, 57 2/3 innings, 50 hits, 24 runs, 22 earned, 17 walks, 52 strikeouts. Lineup for the Nationals: Turner leads off at short. Eaton is back in the lineup in right. Rendon at third. Soto in left. Matt Adams at first. Kurt Suzuki catching. Dozier at second. Robles in center. And Sanchez is on the mound batting ninth. And good news for the Nationals as well is next week, I believe it's next week, near the end of June, Ryan Zimmerman will come off the injured list and they'll get him back. So that will certainly strengthen their team even further, because then you've got Adams going to the bench, which strengthens their bench. All right, so Foltynewicz facing Trey Turner. Trey Turner hitting .303, 7 home runs, and 27 RBI. So Trey Turner, let's bring him out a little bit further here. Maybe. Trey Turner against Foltynewicz. 1-2, strikeout plus, and he got him. So Turner out on strikes to start the game. Good start for Foltynewicz. And that brings up Adam Eaton hitting .244, 8 homers, 44 driven in, still struggling. 6-3, and that's an automatic out, so he will still continue to struggle. The automatic out is a fly to left, 2 down. So 2 up and 2 down. Takes us to the number 3 hitter, Anthony Rendon. He is hitting .302, 15 homers, and 48 driven in. Foltynewicz, 1-1. Strikeout chance, that's a 9. It's too high. Go to Rendon, 5-3, star 1, and that is a fly to left. And that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing for either team here in the first. After 1 inning of play here at Nats Park, we are scoreless. Braves and the Nationals. And I need to adjust something real quick. I'm going to pause the video and we'll get going in just a second. Okay, we're back for the top of the second. I did a little tinkering and maneuvering around, and I think I finally figured out a way to get both the batter and pitcher in the light and out of the shadows by moving things around. The stadium card is a little bit in the shadows, but not much. In fact, I could probably put the stadium card here and be okay with it. In fact, I can. So I'll just leave the stadium card right there. And everything else looks like it's copacetic. All right, so we go to the top of the second with Josh Donaldson leading off. No score here at Nats Park. Sanchez to pitch to Donaldson. And Donaldson's hitting .287, 18 homers, 50 driven in. That's a 5-3, which is a blank. We go to Donaldson's card. 1-3. Gets the right-hander. That's a single past the pitcher. So Josh Donaldson gets the first hit of the game for either team here in the top of the second. He's aboard. He's got an attempt of 1, plus the 1 from Sanchez is a 2. But nothing's happening, so he stands pat. Nick Markakis hitting .263, 3 homers, 38 driven in. 6-5, that's the ballpark card going to Nationals Park, which I have right up here. Nationals Park. 2-4, and that's a star 2, which is a fly to center. 1 away. So 1 down, and that's going to bring up Austin Riley, the left fielder. Riley hitting .184, 3 homers, 11 driven in. Donaldson with the attempt of a 2. But still nothing happening, and Riley's not bunting. So here we go. Sanchez to Riley, 4-4. Double question mark against the right-hander. 1 to 10 is an automatic out. That is a 10. So it is an automatic out. Let's find out what it is. It's a fly to center field. So 2 down with Donaldson still at first. And it's going to send up Tyler Flowers, the catcher. As McCann caught game 1, Flowers is now catching game 2. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Here's Flowers. Flowers hitting, I'm sorry, it should be Albies, not Flowers. My bad, I got them backwards. So used to Albies hitting 8th. Albies is actually hitting 7th. He's a .310 hitter, 6 homers, 33 driven in. 1-5 is a strikeout chance. 20 though is too high, so Albies will swing. Oh, that's Suadice. Let's re-roll that. 4-1, star 3. That is a fly to right. Innings over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Braves and Nats. Second of a 3-game weekend series here on a Saturday evening. Of course, I'm not sure what day it's going to post on the video, but in the 2019 world when this game was played, it was a Saturday evening. And that's going to send up Juan Soto. Juan Soto will lead things off. Left fielder. He leads the team in homers and RBIs. 17 home runs, 52 runs driven in, hitting .270. Foltynewicz 4-1 is a range play. We go to Soto's card for a range check. We get a 6-6. That's a fly to center. The range of Acuna is a 4. 1-4, Acuna makes the play. And he cannot. Is it a single or a double? It is a single for Juan Soto as Acuna was unable to get to it. First hit of the game for the Nationals. And it belongs to Juan Soto. That will now send up Matt Adams. Soto does have an attempt of 1 to try to get a jump, but nothing's happening. So here's Matt Adams. He's hitting .257, 10 homers, 28 driven in. 3-6 on Foltynewicz is the ballpark card, so I'm going right back to Nationals Park again for Matt Adams. 5-6, that's a ground ball to short, could be a double play. Adams is a 3. The pivot at second is a +1, makes it a 4. They were halfway, makes it a 5. Anything other than a 6, it's a double play. And it is, so it's a 6-4-3 double play. Easily turned by the Braves middle infield of Swanson and Albies and Freeman. So 6-4-3 double play takes care of that. 2 quick outs. And we move on to Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki hitting .295, 5 homers, 21 driven in. We get a 4-3, and that is a potential walk. 14 is too much. Go to Suzuki. 4-3 again. He lines it to short. Swanson is there to nab it. And the inning's over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We play 2 at Nats Park, and we have no score. Braves and Nationals as Foltynewicz and Sanchez looking to see about possibly having a pitching duel, which would be appreciated after several blowouts the last few games. I would welcome a nice, close, low-scoring game. Hopefully we will get that. We shall see. Anibal Sanchez will start us off on the mound for the Nationals here in the top of the third, facing the bottom of the order, Flowers, Foltynewicz, and Acuna. So Flowers enters the game, hitting .240, 9 homers, 27 driven in. Sanchez 3-4, and he's not tired, so there's no single there. Go to Flowers, 6-5. There's a single there, though. Single to right field. And that's a big single because now that allows Foltynewicz to bunt if he so desires to do so, which seemingly would be making sense. Foltynewicz is 1 for 15 on the season as a hitter, which translates to an .067 average. He had .057 in real life. He is a 4 bunter, though, so it makes sense to have him bunt. Corners are in, drops him to a 3 bunter, but first Sanchez is going to pitch and make sure that there's no pickoff attempt or balk. So nothing on the strat roll. So now Sanchez will pitch to Foltynewicz. 5-5, that's a possible error. So not only will it be a bunt, but it could be a possible error on top of the bunt attempt. So he's a 4, he becomes a 3 with the corners in. And we get a 15. So we go to the bunt chart. A 3 and a 15 on the bunt chart. 3 and a 15 says lead runner. according to the chart, 3 and a 15 says the lead runner. Lead runner thrown out, hitter safe at first. But it's an error check. So we're going to have to figure out who the error possibility is on. It went back to the pitcher, Sanchez. He's got an error rating of 12. So if this is a 1 to 12, he will commit an error. And he does. So Sanchez boots it. It would have been a force play on Flowers, but he rushed it, and it ends up being an E1. So Foltynewicz actually will not get credit for a sacrifice because it would have been a force play. So it's just an E1. And that's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. And what could have been an easy out there turns out not to be, thanks to Sanchez's error. Here's Acuna. We'll roll for the strat roll. Nothing happening. Here's Acuna coming up. He flied to left his first chance. Sanchez 1-6 walk plus. That's not a good way to start. Now the bases are loaded. What was I talking about? A pitching duel? I think I spoke too soon, as it looks like the Braves may be lighting up Sanchez very quickly. Bases loaded, nobody out. Dansby Swanson, the batter. There's no chance at a double play. He's a 1. He's a -1. So if you're playing halfway, basically you got a 1 in 6 chance for a double play. Makes you want to think you might want to play in. The runner at third is Flowers. He's a 1, so he would automatically be out if you're playing in. So they're going to play in. Strategy roll first. Nothing happening. Here's Dansby Swanson. 5-4, and that's a hit by pitch chance. He's a 7, -4 is a 3, but that is a 3. So he hits Dansby Swanson with the bases loaded, and that's going to bring in the first run of the game for either team really, but for the Braves for sure. A hit by pitch with the bases loaded, and now Dave Martinez has to wonder what's going on with Sanchez. He had good control, and all of a sudden he has committed an error, which has really thrown his game off because now he's walked a batter and hit a batter. Now he's got Freddie Freeman up there with the bases loaded and nobody out. So now the infield's going to play back at normal depth because Freeman does have a much better chance here for a double play. So they're going to play back looking for the double play. Nothing on the strategy roll. Sanchez 2-1, and that's an automatic out, so that certainly helps. Let's see what kind of an out it is. It's a ground ball to short, so chance for the double play they were looking for. He's a 3, -1 is a 2, but they're halfway, it makes it a 3 again. Pivot is a 0. 1 to 3, it's a double play. And they can't turn it. It'll just be a fielder's choice as they get Swanson coming into second base. So fielder's choice 6 to 4, they cannot turn the double play. That means Foltynewicz will score. And it is 2-0 Atlanta. Acuna will go to third, and Freeman is safe on the fielder's choice. So maybe should have brought the infield in there. But if you get the double play, you really feel good about yourself as well. So you never know. All right, strategy roll with Freeman on first. Nothing happening. Here's Josh Donaldson, infield again at double play depth. 1-6, that's a walk plus. They don't have to worry about it. The bases are loaded again. As Sanchez again showing the lack of the strike zone. And has walked the bases loaded now again for Nick Markakis. Infield now is going to come in. Got to cut the run off. Nothing on the strategy roll. Here is Sanchez to Markakis. 2-2. That's a straight up home run chance. That's an 11. He's a 6 though, so no home run. But Markakis will swing. 4-4. And he's going to single to center field. So we know one run is going to score. We know Acuna is going to score. Swanson runs at a 5, so that's almost a guaranteed score. But let's see. Robles is a -1 arm. Let's see. Swanson's a 5 to score from second on a single to center. You add 2, makes him a 7, and the -1 only makes him a 6, so he will score automatically. Not Swanson, that should be Freeman, my bad. Freeman was the one on second. He's a 3, makes him a 5, he's a 4. 1 to 4. 1 to 4, he will score. And he does, so Freeman comes in to score. It's a 2-run single from Nick Markakis. Donaldson to get to third. He can't do it. That 4 is too high, so he will stay at second base. But it's a 2-run single for Nick Markakis. And now the Braves have something going. as they lead it 4-0. And Sanchez in all kinds of difficulty. Still only one out with runners at first and second. Here is Austin Riley. Good news is the Nationals bullpen is well rested. The bad news is it's the Nationals bullpen. There's a 20, so it's a chance of a pickoff error, pickoff, or a balk. It will be a 16. That means everybody got back. So here's the pitch to Riley. 4-2. That is a strikeout chance. 12. It's got him. So does get Riley on strikes. That's 2 outs. Now the 9th man to bat in the inning, Ozzie Albies, steps to the plate. Nothing on the havoc. Here is Sanchez to Albies. 1-2, strikeout chance, got him, and it gets him out of the inning. But the Braves send 9 to the plate. 4 of them score. But the error, the big error on Sanchez, so it was all his doing. 4 runs, 3 were earned. Let's see here, how many hits? Only 2 hits for those 4 runs. But when you throw in an error and 2 walks and a hit by pitch, that kind of tells the tale. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd, Atlanta 4 and Washington nothing. And now the Nationals have their work cut out for them big time. And maybe the happiest guy on the field is Mike Foltynewicz. He's got runs to work with. Brian Dozier steps to the plate to lead off for the Nationals. And on the replays, Dozier is hitting .269, 9 homers, 29 driven in. Foltynewicz 1-6 hit by pitch, but that's too much, so no hit by pitch. 5-6, that's a single pass short. So maybe the Nationals can get their offense going, but I really don't want a slugfest, but can't control these things. Attempt is a 1, but I don't think he would go anywhere if he could get the attempt. Nothing going on. Here's Robles, 229, 7 homers, 33 driven in. 6-2, that's a straight up home run chance. He's an 8, that's a 1, it's gone. Victor Robles, a 2-run homer. And don't look now, but back come the Nationals. Home run number 8, RBIs 34 and 35 for Victor Robles. And the lead has been cut to 4-2. So cut it in half just that quickly. And now here's the pitcher, Sanchez. He is 3 out of 18 for the season, which works out to a 167 average. Foltynewicz, 2-4, possible error. Sanchez, 1-1, ground ball back to Foltynewicz. He's a 10, that's a 2. It will be an error on Foltynewicz. So now both pitchers have made errors in this inning. How do you like that? Like they can't stand prosperity. All right, here is Turner. 2-5, that's a walk plus. And this is like deja vu all over again, as Yogi would say, because a lot of the same results just happened in the previous half inning. But 2 are on now with nobody out. With nobody out. I forgot to fill in Dozier scored on the home run there. All right, so 2 on, nobody out for Adam Eaton. 3-2, he's not tired, so there's no single there. Eaton 2-1, he's going to line it to short, could be a double play. So let's check the double play chart. On a line drive to short, a runner at first is a 1. A runner at second is 2 and a 3. So if this is a 1, 2, or 3, somebody's going to get doubled off. It's a 2, so they double off the runner at second. That is Sanchez. So Sanchez not paying attention, and it's a 6 unassisted double play on the line drive to short. And they catch Sanchez napping. And there's 2 quick outs now, thanks to that double play. Turner is at first with those 2 outs, which means he's looking to get a jump, try to steal. His attempt is a 6. And he does get the jump. So Turner, a steal attempt is an 18, minus 2 is a 16, plus 1 is a 17. 1 to 17, he'll steal it. 16, he barely gets in there, but he does. Stolen base for Trey Turner. So he gets into scoring position with 2 outs. And for Turner, that is stolen base number 11 on the season. So he's in scoring position for Anthony Rendon. 2 outs, runner at second. No strategy roll now. 3-3, and that's potential wild pitch. 14 is too high though, so just a ball one. Foltynewicz will try again. Another ball one. That's ball 2 now. Oh, you know what? I picked the thing up before I looked. I think it was high enough to not be a wild pitch. 3-3 again, and he finally throws the wild pitch, and that's 3 times in a row I've hit this result. 3-3, and it finally created a wild pitch to move him to third base. Hope we don't do it again. It'll be a walk. 5-1. It's a strikeout plus, and they take care of that. But Rendon will not strike out. He's only a 5. The plus is a 15, but that's a 16. So Rendon will get the swing. 1-5. He flies to center to end the inning. But an eventful inning it was for both teams. Atlanta picks up 4, and the Nationals pick up 2. So for the Nationals, 2 runs. And let's see how many hits they got out of it. Both these runs were earned despite the error on the pitcher. So 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. So we go to the 4th. It is 4-2 Atlanta. And leading things off will be Tyler Flowers. Sanchez now back out. Whoops, meant to put him down here. He can face 24 batters right now. He has faced, according to this, he has faced, looks like 16. So he's still good to go. Flowers steps in. 6-6, that's a walk plus. Boy, he's starting off just like he did last inning. And that will allow Foltynewicz again to try to bunt. Of course, last time he was unsuccessful, but the error kind of took care of things. So we'll see what happens here. First we'll roll for the havoc on Sanchez. Nothing's happening. So now a bunt chance for Foltynewicz. That is a 7. And he is a bunt rating of 3 with the corners in. So a 7 and a 3 is a good bunt. And a 2 means it went to the pitcher. So it's a good bunt. This time Sanchez does field it. And he will throw to Dozier covering second. And Flowers will take second base on the sacrifice. 1 away. And here is Ronald Acuna. Nothing on the havoc. Pitch to Acuna. 2-4. That's a range play. Go to Acuna. 5-3 is a fly to right field. Range check of Eaton. He's a 3. And he can't get it. Is it a single or a double? It is a double to right field for Acuna. And that's an RBI double. Makes it now 5-2. And now the Nationals bullpen is up in earnest. They do have activity. Matt Grace, a lefty, is tossing in the bullpen, as Sanchez may not be much longer for this game. Brings up Dansby Swanson. In fact, the replay computer says he's tired, but the inside pitch one I don't think is going to list him as being tired just yet, although if you take his pull rating, he might be. But we'll end pitch to Swanson, then we'll bring in the lefty to face Freddie Freeman. So first of all, strategy roll. Nothing happening. Here's Swanson. Sanchez, 4-4, double question mark, 1 to 10's an out. That's an 8, so it will be an out. And it will be a grounder to second, so that will move the runner to third on the 4-3 grounder. And that's going to do it for Sanchez. They're going to go ahead and pull Sanchez right now and bring in Matt Grace, the lefty. And the Nationals bullpen is, certainly well rested. In fact, it won't be Matt Grace. It won't be Matt Grace. It'll be Tony Sipp, actually. He hasn't pitched in I don't know how long. So Tony Sipp is going to come on. And that'll do it for Sanchez. His day is done. And Sanchez is set to bat third next inning. So the reason they're bringing in Sipp because they're going to pinch hit for him anyway, where Grace can go a little bit longer perhaps. Or even Joe Ross could go longer. But right now we're bringing in Tony Sipp. And he will be the new pitcher for the Nationals. And on the replay, Tony Sipp checks in at 0-2 with an 8.64 ERA in 29 games. He's only pitched 16 and 2/3 innings. So let's see what he can do here against Freeman with Acuna at third and 2 outs. Got to get Freeman out. Strategy roll for a pickoff. Nothing happening. Sip to Freeman. 2-4. He's not tired, so there's no single there. Go to Freeman. 4-2. That's a single to center. So base hit, and now you can close the book on Sanchez as Acuna will score to make it 6-2. So Sip unable to get the job done. Freeman singles in the run. And now that brings up Donaldson. Nothing on the strategy. 5-3 is a potential walk. 7 will be a walk. And now Sip is really in trouble. Markakis will be the last batter he gets to face. If he can't get Markakis, he will come out. Sip with the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Lefty on lefty to Markakis. 4-4, and that's a double question mark, but it's blank, so there's no... I don't even know why they have a double question mark there if it's going to be blank. To me, it should just be a blank, but I guess if he's tired, that means you have to come out, but he's not tired yet. So we just count as a blank and go to Markakis. 5-5, he flies to center, and that's going to finally end the inning, and that's going to do it for Sip anyway. Sip goes a third of an inning, gives up a hit and a walk. But all the 6 runs were charged to Sanchez. I believe 5 of them were earned. So Markakis ends up flying to center field to finally end the inning. For the Braves, they get 2 runs, and they do it on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 6-2 Atlanta. And we'll get a pinch hitter coming up for the Nationals for Tony Sip, and then Joe Ross will be coming in to pitch in long relief. Foltynewicz will be facing Dozier, Robles, and a pinch hitter, and picking up a bat for the Nationals to pinch hit will be Gerardo Parra, the baby shark. He will pinch hit, but it probably wasn't expected pinch hitting in the 4th inning. That's probably a little early for him. But that's just the way it worked out. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. We're not near the pitcher. I don't know why I have Dozier up here. That doesn't make any sense. I got the wrong batting order here. Hold on. Hold the phone. So Parra will not pinch hit yet. I got the batting order screwed up when I stacked my cards. So it should be actually Soto, Adams, and Suzuki. I don't know how I got those mixed up like that, but it is Soto. He will lead off. Foltynewicz, 3-5. That's a strikeout chance. 16 is too high. We go to Soto. 2-3, and he grounds it back to Foltynewicz for 1 away. So I'm not sure how. I guess I just put those cards. I stacked the cards up after the half inning and put them in the wrong order by mistake. Good thing I have this here to keep me straight. Here's Matt Adams, plus the computer was telling me as well. Foltynewicz to Adams, 4-6 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Foltynewicz settling in. Had that hiccup in the previous inning, but he seems to be settling in now. Here's Suzuki. 4-2, that is a blank to a righty. 4-6, that is against a right-hander, a ground ball to short, and that's going to end the inning. 1-2-3, easy inning for Foltynewicz. We go to the 5th, it's 6-2. 6-2 is the score. And we are going to have a new pitcher, though. They're not going to let Sip keep going. They are going to bring in Tanner Rainey. So Tanner Rainey will come on to pitch for the Nationals. And he will be facing Austin Riley to start things out. So Tanner Rainey is on. Rainey will be facing Riley, Albies, and Flowers. And on the replay, Rainey is 0-2 with a 5.40 ERA. So obviously not the best of seasons for him either. Rainey to Riley. 1-6, possible error on a ground ball. 2-5, and that is a single to center. No error there, but it will be a single to center field for Riley. He leads off with a base hit. Base hit number 6 for the Braves. Brings up Ozzie Albies. His attempt is a 1, is Riley. But nothing happening. Here's Albies. Rainey, 2-3, and that's a double question mark. Switch hitter batting left is a single on a 1-9, but that's a 12, so we count it as a blank, and Albies will swing. Albies, a 2-3. He's going to pop it up to second. Now, he does have a special K, but this number here is above the 8. It has to be a 1-8. If that were a 1-8, the pop to second would be replaced by a strikeout. But since 17 is higher than the 8 that's there, it's going to stay a pop to second. That's where that special K can come in. So there's one away on the pop up to second. And that brings up catcher Tyler Flowers. Nothing on the Havoc. Here's Flowers. Rainey, 6-4. 6-4 is a walk plus, and Flowers will draw a base on balls. Puts runners at first and second with 1 out for Foltynewicz. And they're going to go ahead and have, let's see, I guess they're going to have him bunt again. Might as well. First we'll roll the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Rainey to Foltynewicz. 1-3, and that's an automatic out. Automatic out, but I believe unless it's a walk or a strikeout, you ignore this and go straight to the sacrifice. I don't think an automatic out counts when you're trying to sacrifice. So we're going to go to Foltynewicz now for the sacrifice. He becomes a 3. And that's a 17. That's not good news if you're the bunter. 3 and a 17 is, actually it says safe. Great bunt. Everybody's safe with a single. So how do you like that? It's going to be a base hit. He was trying to give himself up, but it was such a good bunt. He beat it out, and nobody can make a play. So now the bases are loaded. And I hope I played that right, because the original roll on the pitcher card wasn't star line, but I didn't think that fit into play when you're trying to bunt. So I thought only strikeouts and walks and things like that fit into play. So hopefully that was done correctly. Now, Rainey is tired as he's faced 4 batters. The bases are loaded for Ronald Acuna. Do they let Rainey continue? Well, he's a good strikeout man, so they're going to let him keep going, see if he can get that strikeout. Nothing on the Havoc. Here he is to Acuna. He also walks a lot, too. 1-4 is a hit by pitch chance, but that's a 20, so no hit by pitch. So Acuna will swing. 5-1. He's going to single to center field, and the hit parade continues. Riley will score from third. Let's check Flowers. Flowers only runs at a 1. Single to center does give you a boost of 2, makes him a 3. Robles is a -1 to make him a 2. So 1-2, and he will score. He will not. He has to hold. So just a 1 base advancement. Everybody moves up a base, but the run scores. It is now 7-2, and I think that's going to be it for Tanner Rainey. So Tanner Rainey couldn't get along and couldn't make it last. So he will have to come out, and they're going to bring in Javi Guerra from the bullpen to face Dansby Swanson. So Guerra is on. We'll get the numbers on Guerra. He is 0-1 with a 4.71 ERA in 28 2/3 innings. So Guerra is on to face Swanson. Bases loaded. 1 out. 7-2 Braves looking for more. No strat roll. 2-6 strikeout chance. That was a big one. Guerra gets the strikeout. That's out number 2. Now the infield can go back to normal depth, but they do have to deal with Freddie Freeman. So Freddie Freeman is up. 4-5, and that's a possible hit by pitch. He's a 6, but a -6 takes care of that. No hit by pitch. Go to Freeman. 6-4. That will be a single to right field for Freddie Freeman. Base hit. Flowers will score. Don't know about Foltynewicz. He's only a 1 in his run rating. Foltynewicz is a 1. Eaton is a -2. So there are 2 outs, makes Foltynewicz a 2, but the -2 makes him a 0. And a single to right field, you get 1. So it has to be a 1 for Foltynewicz to score. And it is not. So Foltynewicz will have to hold. The base hit is another 1-run advancement. Base is now still loaded. RBI single for Mr. Freeman, and Blowout City is back with us again. Unfortunately, it's 8-2. Here's Donaldson. Guerra 3-5, and that's a range play. Donaldson 3-5 again is a fly to left. The range of Soto is a 3. And he does make the play. That saves a couple of runs. Not that they're going to help him any, but keeps him from getting double digits anyway. So the fly out to left ends the inning for the Braves. 2 runs. And they do it on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. No errors, and they left them loaded. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 8-2, favor of the Braves, and what would be called in most vernaculars a laugher. All right, so we got Dozier, Robles, and a pinch hitter, and now Gerardo Parra will pinch hit in this inning, not the 4th. He's going to pinch hit in the 5th. Just had to wait 1 extra inning. But first it's Dozier. He's going to lead off. Against Foltynewicz, 3-5 is a strikeout chance. 17 is too much. Go to Dozier, 2-6, fly to right, 1 away. So Dozier is retired. That brings up Robles. He did homer his first time up. 2-1, home run question mark, 1-15, but it does not pass. So we cannot homer here. Robles 6-4, star 2 is a fly to center, out number 2. And now Gerardo Parra will come on and pinch hit with 2 outs and the base is empty, and then Joe Ross will come in and pitch in the top half. So Gerardo Parra, the pinch hitter, and on the season he's hitting .259 with 4 home runs. 3-4, and that's a range play. Go to Parra. Parra 5-3. That's a star 5, which is a fly to center. Range of of Acuna. He is a 4. And Acuna makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Go the Nationals. We go the 6th. It is 8-2. Atlanta in yet another laugher. This time the Nationals on the butt end of the laugher. Joe Ross, the new pitcher for the Nationals. He checks in 5-1 with 1 save, but a 6.86 ERA. But he's in there because he can throw multiple innings, and they want to save the bullpen. Not if you use so many guys in one day. So Joe Ross is in. Can face 6 batters, so he can usually go 2 innings. That's usually the standard for him, to go 2 innings. Nick Markakis will lead it off for the Braves, as Joe Ross is in. Whoops, Joe Ross is now in. 5th pitcher used by Washington in now what is the 6th inning. So Dave Martinez using up that well-rested bullpen as hard as he can use it. Is Markakis. 2-5, strikeout chance 13 is too high. Go to Markakis, 2-1. It's a double to left field. The hits keep coming no matter who's in there pitching. Atlanta came with their hitting shoes today. That is hit number 10 to go along with the 8 runs. And here's Austin Riley. Strategy rolls are turned off. Ross 1-2 is a walk plus, but it won't walk him. He's only a 5 here, so no walk there. Riley will swing 3-2, star 6. That's a fly to right, 1 away, and Markakis will not even think about trying to advance. Only going to advance when it's automatic. No, if there's any chance to be out, nobody's going to advance. That's when, and then of course no strategy rolls, same principle. Here's Albies. 6-2, strikeout chance, got him, 2 down. So a strikeout of Albies brings up Tyler Flowers. Now first base is open. They could walk Flowers and pitch to Foltynewicz, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're not going to take any chances. They've been burned before by letting the 8th place hitter hit. So now they're going to bring up Foltynewicz after the intentional walk, and that's going to send up 2 on and 2 out Foltynewicz against Ross. 3-1 strikeout chance. 14 got him, and that's going to end the inning. But Ross had to face 5 batters, so he might be tired next inning when he comes out. No runs a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 8-2, favor of the Braves. Now let's check Foltynewicz for his fatigue factor. He can face 23 batters. He's faced 18 at the moment, so he's still good to go. Top of the order, Trea Turner coming up for the Nationals, followed by Eaton and Rendon. Bottom of the 6th, 8-2 Braves. 5-2 ballpark card going to Nationals Park. 4-5 on Nationals. Up here, Nationals Park. 4-5 is a home run to the pull side. That's a 10. That's a 2. It's gone. Trea Turner, home run. Unfortunately for the Nationals, it's a solo shot, but for Turner, home run number 8, RBI number 28, and that cuts the lead to 8-3. Brings up Adam Eaton. 1-1 strikeout chance got him. 1 down, and that brings up Anthony Rendon. 1-3 strikeout chance is too much. Rendon 1-4 pops to second, 2 down. So 2 down now for Juan Soto. 6-2 home run straight up right here. That's a 12. He's a 15. It's gone. Juan Soto, a home run off Foltynewicz, another solo shot. His 18th of the season, RBI 53, cuts the lead to 8-4. But for the Nationals, they would like to have people on base for these home runs, but they'll take any runs they can get at this point. Foltynewicz now to Adams. 2-6 strikeout chance got him to end the inning. So for the Nationals, 2 runs on the 2 home runs. No errors, nobody left. We go to the 7th. It is 8-4 in favor of the Braves. And now we have to, Foltynewicz, I believe, has now reached his point of weakness, so he may be almost done. They might let him come out for the 7th, but we'll see. Joe Ross has faced 5 batters, so 1 more batter after this, and he will be tired, as he got to face the top of the order, Acuna, Swanson, and Freeman. And let me check to make sure everything is still copacetic, which I believe it is. Check one more thing. Okay, we're ready for the top of the 7th. Acuna facing Ross. 1-1 strikeout chance got him. So he's out of there. Now he's tired. So if he hits the parentheses rolls, he has to come out. Here's Dansby Swanson. 1-6 strikeout chance got him. So Ross finishing with a flurry. Another strikeout. Brings up Freddie Freeman. 1-3 possible error. Freeman 1-5 is a fly to right. Eaton's a 4 error rating, that's a 7, so no error. Eaton will make the catch. 3 up and 3 down. So nothing doing for Atlanta in the top of the 7th. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Sing your take me out to the ball games. It is Atlanta 8 and the Nationals 4. And we'll see about Mr. Foltynewicz. Bullpen activity is going for the Braves. They do have Touki Toussaint loosening in the bullpen just in case. Kurt Suzuki will be coming out to face Foltynewicz. Foltynewicz can face 23 batters. As of now, he has faced 23. So he is now tired. Any parentheses check, he will need to be replaced. Now, the replay PC computer does not list him as tired, but Inside Pitch does based on batters faced. So we'll see what he can do. Here is Suzuki. Foltynewicz, 6-1, possible error on a throw. 3-6 is a star 2. That is a fly to center, so no throw to worry about. 1 away. So they like to get Foltynewicz through 7 innings if possible. Here's Dozier. Foltynewicz, 5-6. That's a strikeout plus. Got him. 2 down. And that sends up Victor Robles. Foltynewicz, 4-4 is a blank to a righty. I'm sorry, 4-4 is a strikeout to a righty. And you know what? I'm going to re-roll that because I don't know what the D20 was. I kind of moved it, so it could have been a 9 originally. I don't know. So I'm going to re-roll this because I made a mistake. I read the wrong column, so I'm going to re-roll. 1-6. That's a hit by pitch chance, and he will get plunked. So Victor Robles is hit by the pitch. I know it's a little hanky, but I'm sorry about it. Couldn't do anything about it. Kendrick will pinch hit now for Joe Ross here in the 7th inning after Robles got plunked. So Howie Kendrick is on. Joe Ross is out. And on the replay, Howie Kendrick checks in. And now they finally give Foltynewicz a tired result. But Kendrick checks in, hitting .282, 10 homers on the season. Foltynewicz will get a chance here to face Kendrick. If he can't get Kendrick, they'll probably go ahead and pull him before we get to Turner. But we shall see. 2 outs, runner at first, 8-4 lead. No strategy roll. 5-1, strikeout plus, and he got the pinch hitter Kendrick to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 8th. It's still 8-4, and that will officially do it for Foltynewicz. So now both teams will need new pitchers as Kendrick pinch hit for Joe Ross. So the Nationals will bring in a new pitcher, as will the Braves. Braves have Donaldson, Markakis, and Riley, 2 righties coming up. So they're going to turn to, who do they turn to in their bullpen? Actually, they're going to turn to, boy, you hate to use him, but I guess sometimes you have to. Trevor Rosenthal. Got to use him sometime. He's about ready to be released, but I need to use him, I guess, one more time. Actually, he's not even showing on. I think he's already been released because the computer's showing he's not there anymore. So maybe he was released and I just missed it. So it can't do Rosenthal because he's not on the roster anymore. It's going to be Matt Grace. Matt Grace will be coming on. That's good because I really didn't want to use Rosenthal anyway. But Matt Grace is on. He is 2-0 with a 5.92 ERA. So Matt Grace, pitcher number 6 for the Nationals. And he'll be facing, Donaldson, Markakis, and Riley. That leaves in the bullpen Suero and Doolittle, the last 2 in the bullpen for the Braves. For the Nationals, rather. So here's Donaldson against Grace, 4-1, and that's a ball one. 6-2 is a strikeout chance, 13, too high. Go to Donaldson, 4-6, grounded to short, 1 away. So 1 down. And that brings up Nick Markakis, lefty on lefty, against Grace, 4-4. That's a blank. We go to Markakis. 5-6. He's going to ground it back to Matt Grace. 2 down. And that sends up Austin Riley. 5-1. That's a blank to a righty. 6-1, and it's a star 5, which is a fly to center. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Grace here in the top of the 8th. Go to the bottom of the 8th. It is still 8-4. Favor the Braves. And we'll get a new pitcher for Foltynewicz. But we'll close the book on Foltynewicz. Let's look at his numbers for the game. And Foltynewicz on the game pitches 7 innings, gives up 5 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. 1 walk and 6 strikeouts, and he's set to go to 5-3 on the season. His ERA actually went up a bit to 3.62. So, new pitcher for the Braves. Let's go to their bullpen, and it will be, I believe I said Touki Toussaint will be coming on. So, Touki Toussaint is going to be the pitcher for the Braves. And he can face 8 batters, so he literally could finish the game as long as the score stays at the margin that it's at. Now, if it gets closer, of course, they'll go to their closer and look for a save here. But for Touki Toussaint, he's going to try to finish out the game. And we'll get the numbers on Toussaint on the replay. Toussaint checks in 0-1 with a 4.71 ERA and no saves. 19 games, 36 innings pitched. And he'll be facing the top of the order and Trea Turner. So Touki Toussaint facing Trea Turner. 8-4 Braves, bottom of the 8th. 1-2 strikeout chance, got him. So Turner is out of there, 1 away. Big strikeout there to kind of keep the Nationals from thinking they've got a rally going, get that leadoff man on. Here's Adam Eaton. He's definitely still struggling, 0 for 3. He could use a hit big time. 6-6 is a strikeout chance, too high. He will get the swing, 5-4, but it won't do him any good. It's a star 4, which is a ground ball to short, and he continues to struggle. Does Mr. Eaton. Maybe they ought to send him back to the White Sox. All right, here's Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 3 in the game. 1-5 is a walk plus. He will draw the base on balls. To bring up Juan Soto, who homered his last time up, and a 2-run homer here would really make things interesting. Toussaint trying to avoid that. Still no strategy rolls to worry about. 6-2, that's a possible error. Go to Soto. 2-5, and that's a star 4, which is a ground ball to short. Error rating on Swanson's only a 6. That's a 12, so there is no error. He will make the play and end the inning. And any thoughts of a comeback immediately get squashed. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 9th. It is 8-4. 8-4 in favor of the Braves. And Matt Grace will come out again. And let's see, Albie. It'll be Albies, Flowers, and actually the pitcher Toussaint is scheduled, and they're going to let him hit. So I will need to get the pitcher hitting card for the Braves because I'm going to need that for Toussaint. So we need to get the pitcher hitting card out to put that third in the order behind Flowers. So Toussaint will go ahead and hit in the top of the 9th with an 8-4 lead. Why not? So Toussaint will get a chance to hit. First of all, Grace has faced 3 batters. He can face 4, so this is his last batter before he's tired. 6-1 to Albies, and Albies is a switch hitter batting right-handed. That is a star line, so he is out. And that's going to be a fly to center. 1 away. And that's going to send us to Tyler Flowers. Grace to Flowers, 2-6. A right-hander, that's a blank. Flowers, 1-1, fly to left, 2 down. So 2 away, and that brings up Toussaint, the batter. Touki Toussaint, he's 0 for 8 on the season as far as his hitting goes. Grace is tired, but he is facing the pitcher. So 2-1, possible error on a ground ball. 2-3, and that's a ground ball to second. Dozier's only a 3, that's a 7, so there's no error there. He will make the play. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves in the 9th. So solid outing for Matt Grace. 6 batters faced and got all 6 out. So nice outing there. But the Braves find themselves down by, or the Nationals rather, find themselves down by 4. As we go to the bottom of the 9th, will there be any 9th inning magic, as they say? It'll be Adams, Suzuki, and Dozier due up for the Nationals. Now, on the bench, they do have 2 batters remaining. They do have Taylor and Gomes. So neither one of them are all that great. So it looks like we're going to stick with the originals. Now, if we get to the pitcher spot, obviously one of them will pinch hit for Grace. But other than that, we're going to stick with their lineup here. So here's Matt Adams against Toussaint. Toussaint can face 8 batters, so he's only faced 4. He's good to go. 6-6 is a strikeout chance. He's not tired. So Matt Adams out on strikes. And the 7-game winning streak of the Nationals appears to be going down the wayside. Here's Suzuki. 1-6, strikeout chance, got him, 2 down. So Toussaint trying to finish this thing in style. Now faces Dozier, last chance for the Braves. For the Nationals, rather. Toussaint, 3-5, and that is another strikeout chance, but 14 is too much, so Dozier will swing. 3-6, and it's the star 5, fly to left. That's going to do it. 1-2-3 inning for Toussaint here in the 9th. And the Braves kind of cruise to an 8-4 victory over the Nationals and break that losing streak. So let's go to the totals in the ball game and get your winning and losing pitchers. So let's move these things out of the way. I guess we can keep Nats Park there, but that's all right. Okay, so for Atlanta, 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and they left on 10. So it could have been worse. For Washington, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error, and the Nationals left on only 3. Winning pitcher was Foltynewicz. He is now 5-3. And the losing pitcher was Anibal Sanchez. And for Sanchez, he drops to 5-3. So they're both now 5-3. So on the victory, the Braves improved to 36-41. Nationals dropped to 45-31. And we get ready for the final game of the series. And final game of the homestand, actually. As it will be Mike Soroka against Austin Voth. And then after that game, the Nationals, I believe, will hit the road on a short road trip. So that's going to do it from here. Braves win it 8-4. Winning streak for the Nationals is snapped at 7. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.